live yet? Sweet. All right, guys. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Trading Bitcoin with your host, Tone Vays. Today is Sunday, August 30th. I can't believe August is always almost at an end. Coming to you live from the Dallas Fort Worth International Airport. And let me not chew up my bandwidth. Let me close that. That's fine. Yep, I'm at the airport and we are eating and we are drinking. And that is how we're able to avoid the face mask. So, to all the face mask maximalists out there, too bad. This is what we're doing. So, every 5 minutes, I will take this much bite of beef jerky. And I'll just continue to be chewing it. So I will have to be eating throughout this video in order to keep it airport compliant, and therefore I can still get on my flight. All right, let's go to screen share and see what's going on. Where is my? All right, here we go. Well, the moment I start video, it's like a giant conference going on right next to me. I don't know if you guys can hear or not. These face masks do make great microphone clip-ons because it's right next to the mouth. Perfect. My audio is probably coming in nice and clear. All right. As you can see, I'm on my laptop camera. And therefore, I only have one monitor. And I need a hat that says face mask minimalist. That's perfect. That's awesome. Shibli, nice. Good call. Making you a moderator for that. I don't know. Actually, let me know if you want to be a moderator or not. I have too many moderators as it is. And 3:30 a.m. in India. Oh man, sorry to hear that. All right, let's go take a look at the price. I haven't actually looked at the price since yesterday. I hope it's still over 11,600 because I really don't know. But I'm limited to what I can name the podcast because on my current laptop, the following keys do not work: J, K, L, and the colon and the semicolon. So those four keys. I think the comma work, the regular colon, or those 4 or 5 key. Oh, and J doesn't work. So you're right, J, K, L, and then the other keys. So those keys don't work. So I can't type anything that has the letters K or L or J. So I'm limited to what I can title these podcasts. Okay, let's go to screen share. All right, here we go. Oh, by the way, those of you that I did a new presentation at BitBlock Boom. It's gonna be posted to my YouTube channel. I don't know if I'm gonna promote it or not, because I think I'm gonna do this presentation again and again for the next year or so. So I don't know if I wanna make it like that public and promote it, because then what's the point of coming to see me speak live at all these events, some of which are gonna be my own. Anyway, hey, if you guys want to support, you have the affiliate page, you have the videos. So I was showing people my Embly card, like letting them hold it, and everyone is like, who cares? It's not a Bitcoin debit card. And then they hold this thing, and they're like, oh crap, I want one. You don't know what this thing is until you actually held one. They're amazing. Okay, let's go to the price. All right, time to take another bite. As long as we are eating, as long as we're eating, we can look like human beings. All right, here's the weekly chart. The monthly is coming to an end. That's going to be interesting. Oh, this is great. Look, the weekly chart is hanging out there right above or right at 11,600, and that's pretty bullish. So 1,600 is my line in the sand. Sorry, 1,600, 11.6. I wish Bitcoin was 1,600. I'd be selling the house. Uh, so this is bullish because of the big lower shadow, and we're closing above this Fibonacci line, and we're not closing at a new weekly closing high, which would be even better. But maybe next week. It's a very nice bullish weekly candle, and the week is closing in 2 hours. My clock is always on New York time, no matter where I am in the world, and we got 2 more hours to go on that weekly candle. The daily candle, you see, we are still in 1 to 4 candle correction zone, and we can have one more bullish candle before we should reevaluate the situation. And right now, if I'm considering a trade right now, that trade would be a bullish trade. But I still want to see a sustained close above 11.6. We have to look at the lower level time frames in order to really see what's going on here. And that's promising. It's very promising. It would be great to get above this area, but that's all the way at 11.8, and that could be a little bit far. So right now, I am more bullish than bearish. Not a great 4-hour candle right here, but that's okay. We have bounced above this line. We have pulled back to this line. We have bounced off this line, and this was the big break candle. This is the candle that got us above these prior highs. This is the candle that really makes me bullish. Now, the green star is coming in a little bit late here, but it's okay. It's coming in at the same price. It's just coming in late number of candle wise, but that's okay. So right now, everything is leaning slightly bullish here over bearish. Let's look at the BitMEX funding rate. The BitMEX funding rate is neutral. It's not favoring bulls or bears. So that's good, I guess. It's not really a problem. I'm liking, I want to keep an eye on the Arun. Now, the Arun got me out of bullish trades right here as we went below 60%. So I want to wait for a crossover. Now, one way to trade this is to wait for the red to cross above the green in order to exit your bullish trades. I am a little more cautious when it comes to this kind of stuff. And I don't really want to be in the asset if we're below 50%, but I can adjust that to 40% or 60% depending on the trend. And the first time around, the trend was not what was very positive. So I was willing to lower my exit to 40%, which we never hit. But the next one was not as positive, so I raised it up to 60, which we broke. So let's see what happens. I can certainly see if we make another low, this thing will spike like crazy. So at this point, if we swing below these lows, that red or rune will spike to 100% because that's how it works. It's a momentum indicator. Now the MACD is still bearish. The RSI is neutral. The the ADX is telling you not to be in any trades right now. We're not trending at all, but everything is consolidating, is coming down. Now, this is going to be interesting. This could give you a really nice bullish trade because it's setting up for a nice, well, it's actually setting up for either bullish or bearish, but it's setting up for something. The last time this thing, told you to do something was July 26th, and it told you to go long. July 26th, right here, and that worked out fairly well. The Arun did that way earlier. Like the Arun got you in like July 20th, even earlier than that, actually. It got you in July 19th, one day earlier, right there. And the CMF, I have a thing blocking here. I want to see what this CMF still strong, still looks strong. That's good. That's good. Okay, let me look at your live chat because I haven't been looking at it at all because I have one monitor and it just got bright here all of a sudden. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, Patrick, thanks for giving me the heads up on that. Bitcoin motorist. Shout out to motorist for this. We're staying compliant with regulations. I'm slowly running out of water though, so that could be an issue. All right, you guys have any questions? So when an asset, when price is consolidating, it is setting up for up or down. I'm sorry that I'm not Miss Cleo to predict the future as to where it's going to go. If you don't understand the concept of the possibility of an asset moving up or down, trading is not the profession for you. I really hate to break you the bad news. No, I'm not, I'm slightly leaning bullish here, but very slightly. There's really no conviction. All right, any other questions? I don't actually see any questions. All right, so there's no point of looking at traditional markets because they've been closed. Oh wait, the futures should be open. S&P futures should be open. Let's see where they are. Let's see what's going on. 10-minute futures, did they open? Yeah, they opened. They just opened. So they opened up. So there you go. So the market is still rising. Here's the S&P. I can't believe we're at a new all-time high. That's insane. And how high we are. But hey, it is what it is. I haven't checked my positions all week. Since actually not all week, but I haven't checked my position since Wednesday. But I have a bunch of covered calls. I entered them all. I don't really have to deal with them for another few weeks. Nothing's gonna happen. I'm fairly confident in that. All right, we're eating, so we're compliant. So my computer, still no indication on when it's gonna go on sale. Haven't been notified at all. Man, did you guys see my Twitter? So the CDC has admitted that 94% of the people that died had like health-related conditions, and COVID isn't what, I mean, I'm sure COVID didn't help, but you gotta, like, here's the problem. If you're waiting for the government to tell you when it's safe not to wear a mask, you'll be wearing a mask till you die. of at 98 years old or whatever. Though you're not going to make it to 98 if you wear a mask your whole life. Trust me on that one. I don't need to be a doctor for that one. You're not making it that far. So there's some really good, like, thank you for all the replies, guys. There were some really good. Here's the deal. If COVID hurt athletes, you wouldn't have sports right now. So don't even give me this bullshit. You have sports happening right now. If COVID was dangerous, there wouldn't be any sports. It's very simple. Just look at reality of the situation. Where are all the other comments? Here we go. That's not the one I wanted. Damn. There's a lot of comments to my tweet. Here. This was great. Thank you for whoever gave me that. Here, your probability of survival. If you are under 50 years old and you don't have any underlying health conditions, your chances of dying from COVID are 0.002%. And if you have some underlying conditions, medical conditions, which I don't, your chances are 0.2%, which is kind of high, but you know, this is why you got to stay healthy. That's for women. Men have it a little bit worse. So yeah, does this chart looks like does this chart look like it warrants you to stay at home in a basement and not leave and be depressed the rest of your life? I don't think so, but that's just my opinion. Anyway, I'm at the airport. I shouldn't talk about this shit too much, or they won't let me on the flight. It's hard to talk about the reality of the situation. Yeah, look at this tweet. I've indirectly known more people in my life in 2020 that have died from suicide than from corona. All these people commenting are always anonymous trolls. They'll never put their real name to it because people will be able to call them out on their bullshit. USA leads in infections because they just send out positive results. Here's what else I know for a fact. People have told me that they went to fill out the paperwork to get tested, but the line was too big and they didn't actually get tested. And then they got positive results in the mail that they had COVID and they never even took the test. And and I know people that had that happen too. So that is why US leads in infections. Because they're telling you that people are positive when they weren't even tested. People are really brainwashed. It's insane. Let's get back to Bitcoin. Boom, there it is. We're back over 11,600. And I really wish they sold better quality jerky at the airport. It's just terrible, and it was $10 for this little bag. Hey guys, BitBlock Boom was great. They streamed the entire conference, so check that out. I'm gonna post my presentation on my YouTube channel, maybe today, maybe tomorrow. but it's coming soon. If you want to support, of course, use the affiliate page. All right, questions. What do we got? How do you see the presidential election impacting the S&P 500? Well, if the Democrats win, oh, that's a good question, you know. See, if the Democrats win, I can make the argument that the market would rise more or that it would crash. So I don't know. I can make the argument both sides. So here's why the stock market could rise if the Democrats win. If the Democrats win, suddenly there'll be no more protests and there'll be no more COVID. Like, a week later, it'll all be over. If Trump wins, the protests will keep happening and you'll be wearing masks for the next 4 years. That's because the Democrats are pushing those agendas. Any other questions, guys? I have to eat, guys. Otherwise, I can't talk to you without a mask. So I'm eating. Welcome to regulation. Thoughts on silver? Silver is like a shitcoin to me, though I still have some. I mean, if you want precious metals, buy gold. If you want to speculate on industrial metals, buy silver. But then you gotta convince me that buying silver is better than buying copper. Thoughts on Bitcoin dominance dropping? People are stupid. And those are my thoughts. How many from BitBlock Boom would get COVID? Well, either everyone or no one. We'll find out. Those are really your only two choices. There's about 200 people there. Either everyone's going to get it or no one's going to get it. My money is on no one's going to get it. Yeah, I'm still expecting 3 gold in the near future. 3K gold. Still expecting that. Thoughts on palladium? I have to look at the chart. I don't have general thoughts. Let's see. Yeah, I'm still bullish the Aussie dollar. Palladium. Let's see palladium. What do we got? Commodities. Palladium, that's platinum. PA's palladium. So the monthly chart is neutral, no help whatsoever. The weekly chart is also useless, no help whatsoever, because it's this giant symmetric triangle. So I don't know which way it's going to go. And the daily chart is also kind of useless, but the daily chart is leaning a little bit bearish. It's a symmetric triangle with a, I guess I can fudge a descending triangle as well. I honestly don't, I wouldn't trade this right now. Like, it can really go up a lot and it can go down a lot. Like, I have no, on all three time levels, it's kind of neutral. Like, I don't have any opinion on this. It's rare, but happens. Oh shit, my battery's also dying, so this won't last too long. I'm down to 30% battery. I started with 100% 30 minutes ago. My laptop dies in 45 minutes. It doesn't matter what I do. I could be reading a Word document and it'll die in 45 minutes. It doesn't matter. All right, let me go back to your chat here. Yeah, I thought that was a pretty good talk. It was the first time I've ever given that talk. So you can check out the presentation. It'll be posted to my channel in a bit, probably tonight. Yeah, I'm at the Dallas airport, guys. Tyler Jenks's break point for Bitcoin when it becomes invalid, probably double digits, probably under $100 maybe. I don't want to look at stocks today, guys. We'll look at Canaan another day. How low can the dollar go? If they keep printing the way they are, it can go lower. No idea. I mean, technically it can go to zero, but I don't know. We'll look at a dollar chart another day as well. No, it wasn't because of the Bitcoin did not go from 9K to 12K because the US dollar fell. Bitcoin ain't correlated like that. Not that much. Not that much. I mean, the US dollar fallen made some companies very concerned. They went out and bought hundreds of millions of dollars worth of Bitcoin. But but that's more fear for the future, not a direct correlation because the price of dollar fell. I mean, by the same argument, you would also have to say that gold made an all-time high only because the dollar fell. Thoughts on AMD? I'm not looking at stocks today, guys. Let's look at. I'm at the airport. We'll look at them another time. Not the time to talk about possible false flags again. Bad place. I'm at the airport. What do you think of Brad Garlinghouse? I don't like thinking about Garlinghouse. He's a scammer. He's a straight up scammer. Probably like he does. Let me not use certain terms. The Ripple token's a scam. So maybe the regulators and the law will do something about it one day. So All right, any other questions, guys? Otherwise, I'm gonna let you go. All right, guys. Look, Bitcoin is still pretty neutral, but to me, it has a slight bullish bias here. I like the fact that we are closing the week above 11,600, and that's a good sign. So there you go. Let me not push the limits of getting kicked out from the airport. I'm sitting here without a mask doing YouTube videos. And I'll be tweeting out my presentation from yesterday in a bit. All right. Hey guys, once again, we're looking to do Unconfiscatable conference the weekend before the LA conference by Bitcoin Magazine, Bitcoin 2021. So it would be April 24th, 25th. Please let us know in the YouTube comments if that's a good idea or a bad idea to do it the weekend before a conference with thousands of people, because our conference is only a few hundred people. We have a 400 people max capacity limit for Unconfiscatable. So if that sells out, that sells out. Like there's not room. That's assuming they allow 400 people at max capacity into a room by April of next year. All right, guys. So thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye from Dallas Fort Worth International Airport. Bye, guys.